Greetings, classic cinema and TV fans. Jason here with you once again on an Independence Day. So very, very happy 4th of July to all of you that are watching this video. I wish you a very, very happy 4th of July. Don't eat too much. It's not good for you. But enjoy it nonetheless. As we are recording this and releasing this, this is July 4th, 2024. If you're watching it some other time, then it's probably not that. But anyway, today we are going to look back at some of my favorite Independence Day films to watch, and then I'm going to share with you my absolute must-watch for Independence Day. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and let's jump into this. All right, so first off, I want to go back to classic Hollywood, to a film called The Best Years of Our Lives. This is a really heart-wrenching drama. It's about, it follows three war veterans coming back from World War II, and they are trying to acclimate themselves back into society. And it's very, very difficult for them as they try to get back into being, you know, regular citizens again. You know, we go through these men. Fred, he is a war veteran and, you know, and a war hero. And he comes back, but he can't keep up with the high-profile jobs. He just doesn't have the skills and stuff to do that. And he ends up going back to being what is called a soda jerk, being a man that makes... you know, ice cream sodas and different things for people at the local soda shop, and that is a far fall for him, and it's just hard to deal with. You go to Al. Al is a bank executive, and he gets into major trouble by you know, starting to give favorable loans to war heroes and war veterans, and that's bad business and bad stuff for him. But the one that probably has the hardest time is Homer. Homer is a war casualty that, you know, he lost both hands in the war, and he has just these, like, hooks that are on his hands that, like, to pick up things, and that's a hard thing to deal with. He comes home to his fiance, and she loves him anyway, no matter what, but he has a hard time adjusting to life. I guess the reason that I say this is one to watch is because Independence Day, the 4th of July, is all about freedom. And freedom comes because of brave men and women that are willing to go out and fight for the freedom. And so that's why this one is one that I definitely suggest checking out, because it is so good. Such a good film. But it is very heart-wrenching, and it is very hard to watch. But it is definitely one I suggest checking out. If you're wanting something a little more melodramatic and more dramatic for 4th of July, definitely check out The Best Years of Our Lives. All right, so from the dramatic to more of the lighthearted and the, you know, uplifting in a lot of ways. This one we're talking about is A League of Their Own. Okay, so again, this is a time when the men were going off to war, and so a lot of the war superstars, the sports stars, were going off to war, and America needed baseball, wanted baseball. Baseball and America, they go hand in hand, right? But there was no sports stars. So what were we going to do? What were we going to do without baseball? Well, a candy maker comes up with an interesting idea to have an all-female baseball league. And this was an actual real-life story. This actually happened. And it's a really fun film. Many of you probably have seen Jennifer Garner in the commercial where she does the thing. Are you crying? Are you crying? There's no crying in baseball. That actually comes from A League of Their Own. That's where that film, where that commercial comes from. It's that, and Tom Hanks is the, you know, rough, gruff, you know, baseball manager that is that says that line. really a fun film, really a lot of fun. And if you're looking something sports related, definitely check out A League of Their Own. It's a really good film for 4th of July. All right, taking from there to something a little more horrific, maybe. Let's go to the absolute horror classic, Jaws. Okay. Jaws, about a New England town that has that a young lady is killed by a killer shark, and the mayor, realizing that if we shut down the beaches, we're going to lose a lot of money and it's going to cripple the town, and we don't have that, we can't do that, so he won't shut down the town. He's not going to shut down the beaches because the tourists are coming in, and we're not going to do that. And really, the police officer, an ichthyologist, and a old ship captain decide, hey, we'll take on this shark once and for all, and we'll finish it. So it's basically man against nature, in a struggle for survival. And wow, what an amazing film. Still holds up even after all these years. It really does. Spielberg did a tremendous job at making a film that still holds up even after all these years. And when you think about Jaws did for swimming what Psycho did for taking showers. When you watch this, it still is. When you watch this film, it makes you go, maybe I stay on the beach instead of going in the water. It really does. It'll just put that little bit of hint of fear in you of jumping on the beach and jumping in the water at the beach. Really, but it's a lot of fun. It's a really good film, and definitely one to check out for 4th of July. Then the one that probably has the best for 4th of July, if you really get down to it. If you're looking for sci-fi adventure, we're talking Independence Day. Will Smith, Jeff Goldblum, and I love Judd Hirsch in this. So good. But this all is about aliens, and we're not talking the E.T. sweet, cute alien. We're not talking the alien from Mac and Me. We're not talking Alf. Oh, no. We are talking horrible aliens that are coming to destroy. And they want to take over, eliminate us, and take over our world, our planet. So what do? Just lay down and roll over and die? No, that's not the human spirit. The human spirit is to fight back, and that is what we do. And wow, what an amazing adventure film. It really is cool. I definitely suggest, if you've never seen Independence Day, which I can't believe anybody watching this video has not seen Independence Day, but if you haven't, definitely check it out. But I will say, probably stay away from Resurgence. I've watched it several times. It doesn't get any better. It's just, but Independence Day is spectacular and definitely worth checking out. So those are just some side picks. Now, what is my absolute go-to, the one that I have to watch every single solitary year? Stay tuned. All right, so what is my absolute must-watch on Independence Day, on 4th of July? Get ready for it. It may be one you're not expecting, but I love it. And it is Captain America, the First Avenger. Okay, so I have watched pretty much every superhero film that has ever been made. I'm talking every single one. I'm talking clear back from like the early serials clear up to now. I've watched every single one of them. And while they all have something very special to them, they're all really good in their own way. There's one that really stands out to me, and it is Captain America, the First Avenger. I don't know why this one just holds a special place in my heart, but it really does. I think the reason I love Captain America, the first Avenger, so much is that it really is so close to the source material. It really is. A lot of times with comic book movies, they do adaptions and they kind of like stray from the source material, and it doesn't quite stay really like it should. Here, this stays pretty close to the source material, and I love that. It even takes us clear up into where we get Cap going into the future, and I think that is so cool. A perfect ending. It is such a great film. And I think to the thing that I love about this as well is the way they did Captain America. Steve Rogers. They could have cast somebody that was a little bit more small, a little more less Steve Rogers like that we know, right? And did like that, but they didn't want to do that. They ended up using CGI to basically like shrink Chris Evans into like this spindly little weak looking Steve Rogers, and it works so well. Now, if this film would have been done 5-10 years before this, it would have never worked. The CGI would have been so terrible that it would have looked horrific, and people would have been this film would have been something for Mystery Science Theater 3000. I mean, it would have been horrible. Okay, but what they did with the CGI was they made it so good. Because the CGI had come so far, they had made it so good that the transformation is just amazing. Red Skull is great. I love the Red Skull in this film. The dynamic of Captain America not really being a soldier, but not becoming really Captain America until he saves the prisoners of war. I mean, it's just great. And I will love, I tell you, I do love Tommy Lee Jones in this film. Oh, it is just so good. Every bit of this film is perfect, and that's why it never gets old to me. I have watched this every single year, and I know that's probably crazy to say, but it's true. I've watched this film every single Independence Day since it came out. I mean, it's just great. It is a perfect film to me, and a lot of the Marvel films are amazing. We could talk about Iron Man, how great Iron Man is. We can talk about how the other Captain America films are great, or how Guardians of the Galaxy is such a fun film, or all this type of stuff. But to me, a film that stays so close to the source material, that makes this film to me so rewatchable. And the performances are so rewatchable, and that's why I can watch it every single year and not get tired with it. So that's definitely true. I love this film. Just a quick side note too. If you want to see something else that's kind of Captain America related at 4th of July, Ultimate Avengers, the movie, is definitely one to check out too, because it has a lot about Captain America. It's the Captain America story, if you will, joining the Avengers. So that's kind of cool too. So yeah, but that's the one. That's the absolute must watch every single year for me, is Captain America, the First Avenger. So, what's your absolute must-watch on 4th of July? Let us know in the comments. We'd love to hear your thoughts. Do you agree with this list, the ones we're talking about? Let us know. And also, be sure to go to Classic Cinema Plus. We have tons of reviews up there all the time. We put up new reviews every single day, 5 days a week, sometimes on the weekends too. You just never know, so keep your eyes open all the time as we put up new content all the time. Thanks for watching, and be sure to like, share, and subscribe. We would appreciate it. And as we said, go to Classic Cinema Plus, and until we're with you next time with another video, this is Jason reminding you that if you want to see a great film or a TV series, check out a classic, and we will see you next time. Have a good one. Bye.